weeks.
Most of us drive a car these days, and it is possible you may want to use your car to tow something, even if it's only attaching a small trailer to take some rubbish to the dump. Or perhaps you're into caravan touring holidays as a family, or you may even set your sights a little bit higher and want to tow something as big as a boat or a horse box. If you do, there are one or two things you'll have to take into consideration. Do you have the right vehicle to tow? Is your driving licence valid? Will your car insurance cover you? Are you legal? Are you fit to tow?
The majority of problems that we encounter involving caravans and trailers are to do with incorrectly distributed weight. Recently we came across a young family in a pickup truck towing a caravan. The weight wasn't distributed correctly at all. It caused snaking, and unfortunately the caravan ended up on its side. This blocked 2 lanes of the M6 in August, and the resulting congestion was horrendous. And of course a young family ruined the holiday. You must prepare. Make sure your load is distributed correctly. Make sure you're using roads that are adequate. Have you got enough fuel for the journey? Towing a caravan or trailer, you're going to use a lot more fuel than you would do normally. Make sure you've got plenty of rest stops planned. If you're towing livestock, have you got enough feed and water in case you're caught in congestion or indeed breakdown? Planning and preparation is the key.
Now, can anybody tow something like this on the roads today?
Up to 1997, yes, you could virtually tow anything with any type of car, but since the driving licence regulations changed in 1997, it now puts a gross maximum weight that you can actually tow, and certainly a vehicle that's like that behind you with a trailer you wouldn't be able to tow with on a new licence.
And in the event of an emergency and you have to call out breakdown services, what happens?
When you break down or when you travel with a trailer, it's always best to ensure that your recovery company know that you have got a trailer with you, because they have to send out specialist recovery trucks to tow both. And if they're not aware that you've got a trailer, then they might come and take your car, but they'll leave your caravan on the side of the road.
Of course, there are rules about what you can and cannot do, and there are risks too. Last year alone, accidents involving towing vehicles caused nearly 1,400 injuries and 43 fatalities. So, how do we make sure that when we're towing, we do it right? So it seems that compatibility is the name of the game. Car has to match the caravan, you have to get the weight right. How do you go about that?
You want to buy the caravan, the smallest caravan that you're comfortable in, and then you actually go and buy the largest tow car you can afford. And what you're looking at is buying something that has got what we call an 85% match. So the caravan itself, when it's fully laden, or its laden weight, should be somewhere around the region of 85% of the unladen weight of the tow vehicle.
But what if you have a really big family and you want a nice big caravan?
You need a bigger tow car. And this is why you see a lot of large caravans being towed around by 4x4s today, because they are capable of pulling the heavier weights.
Okay, so 85% of the car that's towing it, how do you weigh either?
Well, the main way you can weigh the caravan, and what you're really looking for is its actual weight, is going to a weighbridge at either your local scrapyard or your local tip. And they'll normally weigh the caravan for you when it's laden.
Are they quite happy to do that?
Yes, they'll normally do it for you. And then we would want to actually check the nose weight. And that's the weight that the caravan is going to, the force of the caravan pushing down on the car.
How do you do that? How do you weigh it?
With a piece of wood and a set of bathroom scales.
This I have to see.
Okay, so very simple to weigh the front of the caravan, the nose weight of the caravan. That's the down force that the caravan is going to put onto your drawbar. Place your bathroom scales underneath with a piece of wood around about the same height as your tow ball, and then gently wind the caravan down so the whole weight of the caravan is hanging on the piece of wood. And then you read the reading on the scales.
Simple as that.
And that will tell you exactly what your nose weight is. And obviously, if you need to alter the nose weight at all, you do that by moving the heavy objects slightly forward, slightly back on the axle. Okay. So if your nose weight is slightly under what it should be, you bring the weight forward in the caravan.
Do you think the majority of people who are trailing caravans today on the roads do all this?
I think the majority no. There are people out there, but you still see caravans going along dragging their nose on the ground or their nose right up in the air that are very unstable, and these are the caravans that are going to cause the problems. Matching and loading is very important.
Great, now it's all sorted. What do we do next?
Well, the main thing is to ensure that all the corner steadies of the caravan are raised fully, and we know it's all secure inside, but go around the outside making sure all the windows are secure, and we should have checked that the roof lights are all secure while we were still in the caravan.
Is that a common mistake?
It is a common mistake to do. You can just check by looking in, but ideally you want to go around and make sure everything's latched by pulling all the latches. And then you come around the front of your caravan having brought the car back into a suitable position. And the first thing you do is couple up this breakaway cable to a secure position. Now, the reason we couple up the breakaway cable is it will operate the brake if the caravan comes detached from the car at any time, either by accident or by ourselves. And if we detach it without putting the brake on, it will stop the caravan rolling back away down the hill.
So fairly crucial then?
It's fairly crucial. So the first thing we do is secure the breakaway cable to somewhere suitable. And then we wind the caravan down so that it attaches with the ball. And what we're looking for is it to go click, for that handle to go down, and we need a green and a green to prove that the ball's on. And once you're happy with that, you wind this jockey wheel right away, and then we lift the tube, the whole assembly up as high as it will go, ensuring the wheel still rotates, and then lock that off with the lever. Once we're happy with that, we can then couple up the electrics, and being the black one, it goes into the black socket.
Right, and then you check the lights are working.
You just confirm to yourself that everything's where it should be, and then you release the brake. And once that's all released, you're ready to go away on your holiday.
Simple.
Just as you're about to set off, that last final check, check that the tyre pressures are still correct, check that the lights work on the back of the trailer, and check as you sit in the driving seat that you can actually see properly behind the trailer through your mirrors. Because of course the fundamental point is that you must remain legal and fit to tow.
Towing is easy once you've given it a go, but you will have to practice. If it's your first time with a caravan, then why not go for a short training course? And don't forget, make sure you've got the right vehicle for the job and that you've carried out all the relevant safety checks before you set off. And above all else, make sure you're fit to tow.